This is Alexander Piven, and today I'm going to tell you about orientation and notification system, Speaking City, produced by Spецтехноприбор Company Group, St. Petersburg. And I'm coming back to this topic again. Previously, we have recorded a number of audio podcasts about how it all works. But it's been a long time ago, and I'm coming back to this topic because there were changes in the system, and now you can control the Speaking City system directly from your mobile phone. If earlier you had to have this device called guide in order to use this system, now you can do it via your mobile phone. Now, I'm going to make a little excursion. What is included in the infrastructural equipment? Here, for example, on the table, there is an informant for stationary objects. That is, you can install it on various buildings, inside the buildings, and so on. Here we have such sensors. They are sound beacons that make sound so that you could navigate and find something. It can be installed above the door or somewhere above the entrance to some institution, so it is possible to find an object by orienting to it. I'm going to show everything related to the mobile phone, because these devices were exposed to all sorts of problems. They should have been received through individual rehabilitation program. In some regions, the chairman of regional organizations could solve this problem, and people just paid for them. But now you can download the application from Play Market. I'm going to show you how this works on the basis of a stationary informant. For stationary objects, here we have the Speaking City app. I'm launching it, switching it to stationary object mode. Here we are in the area of action of this informant and respectively received information that this is a whole group of objects, and here it is possible to call out an assistant to the entrance and so on, and get some additional information. Let's try to do it. That is, we now simulated calling out of the assistant to the entrance. What else can we get? Additional messages. Well, we have received additional information. Another option is the entrance to the pharmacy. You can use it too. We can receive all such information messages through the Speaking City orientation and informing system. That is, all possible tips that help us to get around correctly. Warnings about the steps, warnings about how the door opens, on which side the handle is, well, in general, all the necessary information for a person to be able to safely use the object. The informants I have shown are designed for outdoor work, and so they make such loud sound. And there are quieter metronomic knocks in the rooms, so as not to irritate others, so that it was quiet enough and did not frighten anyone. But the person who uses it will still be able to orient themselves on these sounds. That is, in buildings it is much quieter. When we move on to a practical tour of KSRK, where Speaking City is installed, you will see it and hear it all. Now, I'm going to proceed to the demonstration of the bus version of the informant, which we have here in the form of a stand. Here you can see the bus and the information and directing elements of the Speaking City system, as they are located in the bus, that is, above the door. We have sound beacons, which will beep when we look for the bus. There is a radio transmitter which is installed inside the bus and a driver's console that receives information that a disabled person wants to board the bus. And the driver will be notified in advance via this driver's console. It works as follows. Turn on the Speaking City app. And as soon as the bus starts approaching us at a distance of 30 meters, we will notice this situation. That is, we have kind of seen this bus already and we can call it. Here we press on the call, and the sound that we hear now is the driver's console that gives both a visual and a sound signal. Pay attention, it's written respectively that a blind person is getting on the bus or a person on a wheelchair is boarding the bus. Respectively, the driver will have to react relevantly to this message. And the fact that the device tells me that the doors are closed, it is that the bus hasn't stopped yet, hasn't approached the stop. If I need, I just call it and wait for it to come. As soon as the driver opens the door, I'm emulating opening of the doors, and the device immediately tells me that the boarding is allowed. I press the call button, and now, respectively above the door where you want to board, there is a sound beacon by which I can find the door that I need to board. If there are several buses at the stop and we have several people who want to board, some on the same bus and some respectively on another bus, then the system, when it gives a beep, of course, when the second person wants to find the bus, they will press the call button, and the device will give them a message to wait and repeat the call in a few seconds. Because what is now squeaking is not for them, it's for someone who called earlier. If 2 or 3 or more people call the same bus, the system will not issue any such warnings, because it will understand that all these people want to board the same route, the same bus, and therefore, if a beacon is squeaking for boarding at that point, no additional messages are needed. That is, it is for everyone who wants to use this transport. Certainly, on the stand it all looks good, it is ideal conditions and so on. But let's continue the tour. Now we are really going outside. We are going to walk through the premises where the Speaking City system is installed and see how it works in reality. Well, here we are in the street. I, coming from the underground passage, have already caught the informant installed at the entrance, and it tells me that there is an office entrance to KSRK. We are pressing the call. I hear that here we have a beacon squeaking, that is, I'm coming to it now. Here we are. If I have to call again to repeat, I'm calling it again now. We have come to KSRK. Now we'll try to find out what we have here. We were on the street. We got the street on the display here, and we need the first floor. Here you go, floor 1. Let's see what we've got on the first floor. We found an elevator here. Let's see what's there besides the elevator. Next object in group. There is a gym. Next, there is an object in the group administration, KSRK. Here we have objects in the group exit to the street. Here we are going to demonstrate how the signals sound inside the room. That's not as loud as on the street, a completely different sound, which in general will not disturb and will not frighten anybody. Let's try to see what information we can get in the elevator. We have a few messages in the elevator. Additional messages. Here we go up to the second floor, to the training center. It's on the second floor. And let's see how the information and guidance system works on the second floor. This is the second floor. And now we are looking at what we can catch here on the second floor. Let's go into room 227 and see what we have here. We have common here, and we got a message on the informant, adaptive technology room. Let's try and find it. Press the call and hear a sound somewhere around the corner. Let's go to the sound. We haven't have enough time to get there. We are repeating the call. There is a signal right here next to the door. Let's try to see what else we have here. Here is the satellite navigation room. I hear a sound over there. Here we go to it. We can do it again. This is how you can navigate and receive various information from the system of orientation and information speaking city. Now via a mobile phone. Now I have demonstrated it all on my Android phone. I think in the near future there will be an application for iOS, but for Android, Speaking City app is now available in Play Market absolutely for free. And you will have the next generation system of orientation and informing which supports mobile devices. You can already use it without any additional costs on the part of the user. That is all for now that I wanted to tell you about the Speaking City system. If you have any questions, please contact us by phone, write by email. Our contacts are available on the website. And in general, they are in the directory of the rehabilitologist. They are our phones of the consulting and analytical department. Call, ask questions. I will gladly help you to understand this simple system, which still requires users learning in order to understand how it all works. See you soon again.